welcome to my channel. My name is Oweya Jisilope Grace. I'm 24 years old and I'm now a new YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is actually a dream come true for me. Um, this video, my first video, I just want to introduce myself. I think I've already done that. Introduce this channel, and I'm also going to do a get to know me tag video. What is this channel about and why should you subscribe to this channel? I don't think I'll be able to tell you in entirety because I feel like the channel is still going to evolve with time, but just for the basics to know what to expect in this channel. First of all, I want to say that if you're in your 20s or you're a youth and you're trying to navigate through life and just understand what we're supposed to be doing at this time, trying to make sense of life, purpose, I think that this channel will be a very good channel for you to subscribe because I'll be talking a lot about that. I'll be sharing my own experiences. For those of you that do not know, I'm a writer and I tell a lot of stories. So I'll be using my childhood experiences, personal experiences at work, in school, just everywhere around me. And I'm just going to be telling stories to help us navigate through life together. Also, you should subscribe to this channel if you're a believer, if you're a child of God. I am a child of God. I love God. And I'm going to be talking about Him, talking about His principles, how to stay a believer in this time, how to be a true disciple of God. And of course, I'm going to come through with gist, with stories. I'm putting myself out here, so you're definitely going to get to know me better. And I'm just going to take you through a journey because this YouTube is long term for me. Okay, now to the second part of the video. A get to know me tag is basically me answering questions that people have already asked me before now to get to know me better. So before now, I put on my WhatsApp and on my Instagram that I wanted to start my first YouTube video, and then I asked people to ask me questions. In total, I got about 25 questions, but I only have about, I think, 15 questions here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take all of them because of time, but I'll definitely answer these questions in another video. Okay, let's get right into it. The first question I have here is, how do you manage to stay consistent? To be very honest, I'm tempted to say by the grace of God, but that would just sound really cliche. But it really is God's help, to be honest. I think something else that can help is doing things that you're very passionate about. I feel like if you're very passionate about something, you're always going to find a way. And I'm not saying that you're not going to get tired or get weary, but what I'm saying is even when you're tired and weary, you will still find a way to pull through and get the job done. And another thing is rely on God's strength. Pray, ask God to help you, and surround yourself with like-minded people that are going the same place as you. And for example, if you want to lose weight, try and find someone who wants to lose weight as well, or someone who is very passionate about fitness, and that person's ginger will also ginger you to stay consistent, if that makes any sense. The next question is, are you insecure about any part of your body? Maybe 2, 3, 4 years from now, I would have said yes. I used to be insecure about my bum. I felt like it was very small in comparison to a very obvious part of my body. But right now, especially since I added weight during the lockdown, nah, I'm not. And this is why, because I feel like this part of my body that I used to be insecure about is growing, and it's still growing, and there's still room for growth. So, nah. What motivates you daily? What motivates me daily is me remembering and just staying put in the vision that God has given me. So God has told me certain things about myself. It's even shown me glimpses of where I'm going to be in the next 10, 20 years from now. I've seen that vision. I have it in my head, and it really is beautiful. It is mind-blowing. So when I'm tired, when I'm worried, that vision keeps me going. Another thing that keeps me going is, apart from God saying specific things to me, He's also spoken to me through His prophets. I've written them down. He's spoken to me through some of my friends. I've written them down. So these are things that keep me going because I know that, there's still a beautiful place. Better days are still ahead of me. So why Why give up now when the best is still yet to come? Do you understand? Another thing that keeps me motivated is what I feed myself with. And I'm not talking about food. I'm constantly listening to podcasts, sermons that edify my spirit, edify my mind. Um, Listening to people who have gone where I want to go to. And if they can do it, of course I can do it. So those are kind of things that keep me motivated. Yep. The next question is, what is your God story? This is an interesting question. It really is a long story and I can't go into it now. Maybe I'll talk about it in another video. But to summarize the whole thing, it was a friend that God used to point me back to him, Akinola Oladayo. I thank him every time I get the chance. He introduced me to Apostle Joshua Selman. And when I listen to his sermons, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm hearing things that I've never heard about before. I wasn't particular about building a healthy relationship with God or knowing God for real. I just used to hear from what like other people say. I had not experienced him firsthand. Let me give an analogy. It's a different thing if like you see Sharon Oja, for example, on TV, you watch her on Instagram, and you think, oh my God, she's a nice, kind, amazing lady. And it's a different thing altogether if you go out and let's say you bump into her salon and she's so kind. You see the way that you see it firsthand with your eyes. You see the way that she interacts with people. You see the way she's warm towards you. Maybe when you go to her and ask for a picture, that's a one-on-one personal experience that you've had. So I think that I entered into that personal experience in my final year. God used my friend that I mentioned. Um, and since then, no turning back. It's been amazing, and I'm still growing. And one thing I've come to realize is when you want to know God, when you start to draw near to Him, He doesn't just fold His hand like one big man and just expect you to do all the work. He actually guides you. He actually helps you. He helps you know Him. You just have to be willing. If you extend your hand, it's going to, meet you up in an embrace. It's just mind blowing, really. Are you in a relationship, and how was your past relationship like? Yes, I'm in a relationship. My past relationship was beautiful. It was stress free. It was really nice. And I'm sure you're thinking, so why did you break up? We broke up because I felt like I was entering a new season in my life, and I didn't want to just go with the flow. I wanted to be intentional, and I also wanted to start thinking long term. Yeah. So yeah, and up to now when we see each other, we still say hi and all of that. It's more a very brutal men as come vibe. Nah. Next question is, I know you write. What triggered the love for writing? Um, what triggered the love for writing is this thing I have in me to always share. I don't know how to say something good and not talk about it. If you're looking nice, I'm going to compliment you. If I read a book and it's nice, I'm going to tell someone about it. If I go to a restaurant and the food is amazing, I'm going to tell my friends about it. So I was always acquiring knowledge. I was always reading up. I was always listening to Bishop T.D. Jakes. You're going to hear him a lot in this channel. I was always listening to him, and I felt like people need to know about this. People need to hear about this. And because I wanted to share that knowledge that I have learned, that led me to writing. And also, I discovered that I had a unique storytelling ability. And what better way to put that to use than writing and all of that. So these are some of the things that triggered my love for writing. The next question is, okay, I'd just like to know how you balance work, spiritual life, and social life. I don't think that it's balanced, to be very honest. I don't think that it's balanced. I feel like I'm still in that journey trying to find balance. It's hard trying to manage your time effectively, trying to be on point spiritually, your workplace, you're on point, socially, you're on point. Oh my gosh, it's still a hassle for me. I'm still trying to figure it out, to be honest. When I do hack it, I'll let you know. But I've listened to people talk about this, and I don't think that anyone is there yet, to be honest. Really, I'm still taking God's help with that area. And also how Christians can really deal with fornication. I'm assuming that these are Christians that are dating. So first things first, if you're a Christian, I feel like you should date someone who who's like-minded, a believer. If you're trying to flee away from sexual immorality, you can't date someone who's not on the same page with you. You're just gonna struggle and struggle and struggle, you know, because you're trying to come out of dirt and he's just comfortable, or he or she is just comfortable sitting there. So you have to date someone who's like-minded with you. The Bible says flee from every appearance of evil. A major key is flee from it. Don't go and be doing clandestine meetings, meeting each other in Nikoro, in hidden places, where there's door that you can lock and say you want to. No, it's not going to work. You're going to make things hard for yourself. Try and see, try and make sure you don't see so often. And even if you see often, make sure it's not in like hidden places that can be locked, where it's just both of you. I feel like Satan is just going to come out and say, woohoo, you've given me room, let's go. And you will just find out that
What have I done with myself? What have I done with myself since the morning? How could you make such a mistake?
so try and avoid things like that. Um, so yeah, make sure that you're talk to your partner. Make sure you guys are on the same page. Date someone who you're on the same page with. Don't date someone who's like, you know, sex is nothing to him or her, and then you're not trying to mold the person, change the person. Why are you stressing somebody's daughter or son? Date someone who's on the same page with you. Talk to them, and I think it's easier like that. Pray about it, then take steps to ensure that it is hard, but it's not something that can't be done if you're serious about it. Pray for self-control and discipline as well. Another question here is, who are my favorite YouTubers? My favorite YouTuber of all time is Dima Ume. Dima Ume, I love you. I see you. I love you. Oh my god, I love Dima Ume. We actually talk on Instagram, so, and I find it amazing, like a celebrity, she will take our time to respond to me if I ask her questions. She's amazing. She's actually one of the major reasons why I'm starting my YouTube channel. Dima Ume, Laifa Beauty, Kelechi Mbemena, those three ladies are phenomenal. I think that you should subscribe to their YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribed, they're my favorite. And they're my favorite for many reasons. They're humble, they love to share knowledge just like I do. They're real, their content is relatable, they're believers. I could go on and on. How would you describe your fashion? My fashion is comfort, chic, classy. Comfort has to come first. I'm not one of those that's gonna like not breathe properly because I'm trying to look good. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be uncomfortable. I'm not gonna wear something that I'm uncomfortable in, whether it's exposing my body parts excessively or just tying my ribs. Why? Talashe. I'm not gonna do that. So my style is comfort. It's chic. I love materials that are. My friend says I like to wear things that can easily tear. I love silk, I love chiffon, linen, just materials that are soft, nothing too heavy. And class, of course, nothing ratchety. What are your pet peeves? My pet peeves, I have a lot, but let me just stick to three. First things first, I don't like people that bite their nails until there's nothing showing. I don't know why you do that. I think you should stop. No, I have a problem with it. People who, when they're eating, are making a lot of sloppy sounds. What happened? Why? What is this? I have a problem with it. People who, when they're working, they're inconsiderate of other people and they're just dragging their feet and just what? No, I have a problem with all these things. I could go on and on, but let's just stick with those three. Next question is your role model. Oh my gosh. My role model is Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts. If you don't know her, I don't know why you don't know her, but you should know her. She's my role model because she's a wife, she's a mother, she's an ambassador of Christ, she's an author, she's a speaker, she's a pastor. These are things that I see myself doing. I feel like she's already where I want to be. She runs her home successfully, a relationship with her husband, with her children, blazing, anointed woman of Christ. I think she's incredible. And then when I think of like her past and how she got pregnant as a teenager, got pregnant at 13, had a first child at 14. Very rough start, and how God has helped her, how she's picked herself up to. She's just incredible, and she is my role model. Okay, so the very last question that we're going to take today, I guess I'll take the other questions later because I don't want this video to be too long. The last question is your most memorable childhood memory. I actually do have a number of like memorable childhood memories, but there's just one that stands out for me, and it was when my family and I traveled to London. I think I was 12 years old. It was memorable because it wasn't planned. I didn't see it coming. My dad actually did it like a surprise for us. And then like London is like, if you read, it's something that you read about. It's a place that you've heard about. It's very popular. I want to go to London. I want to go to America, and then to like finally go there. At that age, it was just like a dream come true for me. It was so special. Even like flying internationally for the first time, the whole experience, getting to London, the reception, shopping, trying out different meals and all of that. But what makes this childhood memorable, the most memorable, is the climax of what I'm about to say now. It's like when we're coming back to Nigeria, 12 years old, Anna Montana was my lord. To be very honest, I love her so much. So I convinced my daddy. We went to the Anna Montana store, got me Anna Montana bag, Anna Montana water bottle, Anna Montana hair clips, Anna Montana stationery. Everything was Anna Montana. So when I got back to Lagos, when I got back to school, I think I was going to resume JSS3. Hey, hey. Hottest kid on the block. Everything was Anna Montana, Anna Montana, Anna Montana, and it was such a big deal back then. That's what makes it like my most memorable childhood memory. It was just phenomenal, and it was special. Yes. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm done. Okay, if you watched up to this point, I want to say thank you. You have actually made a girl's dream come true. I'm so grateful. If you like this video, please make sure that you like, you share, you subscribe. Please subscribe, and you leave a comment. My videos are going to be very relatable, very relatable. So it's something that you can share. Okay, and I'm going to be putting up videos every week. I feel like that's what I want to challenge myself to be consistent with. One video per week. It might increase with time, but for now it's going to be one video per week. So you can expect another video next week. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Love you.